Hello, check. Hello, check.
Check, check. Yeah, we're about to be underway here. 20 runs already on the board. So we're here, and you can see we're already up to 24 runs in 2 overs without loss of any wickets. Amar and Dhaval getting comfortable on the crease now. And here versus the Jivraj 9, of course. Good start to the power play. That's a good shot down the leg, but that's caught in the air. Signal for no ball there. Fielding, that was very important fielding there. So third over right now, 2.2. 25 runs on the board already for MSG now. Good start, very good start to the power play. Just trying to gauge the field placement before he strikes there, Amar. We got a good support in the pavilion as well for the batsman. Now, Rohit on the charge. Good ball there and tries to find the gap. Has he found the gap going all the way? Yes, he has. Taking the most of the power play there. Finds a good gap in the fielding. Good shot. Hits square. The fielder couldn't stop that, and that's 4 more runs. Brings them all the way up to 29 now. 2 balls yet to go for this over. So there have been 2 4s already. And that's shaping up to a very good score for the batting side now in the power play. 6 overs, of course, the power play will last for. Then we'll switch sides. Small break then at the 10th over. Then we switch sides again at the 14th over. We switch ends. And then that takes us all the way till the 20th over. It's a good 90-20 here. Oh, that's a slower one that time. And that bamboozled the batter a little bit. You see, he was caught a little on the back foot for the slower one, and that's good recovery bowling by Rohit. That's the kind of bowling you want to do when you want to make sure that the batter can't hit at their own convenience. You want a variation is important, very important. You can see once again, what a brilliant catch that one. Good celebration there as well. Took his time on the pitch, but that's a good catch, and that's the dismissal of the first batsman. So 29 for 1, the first wicket has fallen right at the end of the over. So now we're underway with the fourth over now. Just to recap, a wicket has fallen. We have lost Amar. Dhaval is still at the crease. Abhishek joins him now at the non-striker's end. So it's 29 for 1. A very, very good start in the first 3 overs because they're on track to make 60 at the end of the power play. Average of 10 per over, which is great, especially for a pitch like this. That would be a massive start. Well, they've lost a crucial wicket. Now, how will they recover? Or does Ravi have an answer with his bowling? Left-handed this time, Ravi, good ball. But makes it difficult for the batter to play that one. So the good start to his spell there by Ravi. So Ravi now back in the attack. This time, slower option, but similar length and line. And that's another dot ball. So 2 quick dots to start his over there, Ravi. Now, Jivraj, the team will be happy with that. Captain praising that as well. Now, what is the third ball going to yield? Because now the batter looking intent to probably go straight down the line. Does he have something else in his arsenal? Now, cuts it, and there's an opportunity, and he's got him. He's got his wicket, and he's got another set batter. So both the openers are now gone. He prompted him, he tempted him, and that was a great catch. An outstanding catch there on the circle. You can look at that. It didn't travel, tipped it, caught it well. And that's a great catch. That's an important wicket. And now it's 29 for 2. So they've lost 2 wickets at the same run mark in quick succession in just 3 balls. Dhaval is gone. Now Jatin and Abhishek, 2 extremely fresh batters now on the crease. 0 balls played amongst them. So this is a very precarious situation now. They have to build their innings together yet again. Meanwhile, Ravi, well, job well done. They were getting beat at an average of around 10. They lost a wicket on the last ball of the previous over to Rohit. And now Ravi, 2 dot balls and a third dot ball with a wicket. Can't ask for more. So great. Now we'll see his approach because he's going for this. Just a little bit of variation towards the offside with that. Straight fast bowling. Is he going to try something different now? Defended now. They get that single. So he gets off the mark straight. It's a single and gets Abhishek on strike now. Ball. Ravi now just conceded one this over. This and slip. Gonna be happy to take that. Of 31. 2 runs taken just from that over. So that is a great defensive over considering the power play. 31 on the board, 1 run each for the two new batters. And now Rohit is brought back. They've decided to give the third over to Rohit now. And well, they're probably using up an extra death over of his already in the power play. That's an interesting approach. But maybe it pays off if they get another wicket, especially. He's got one already. He went for an expensive over, then not so much. Now the third over starts with a dot ball. That's a good start. Rohit will be happy with the improvement in his bowling length. Now this time again there's an opportunity and he gets him. He gets his man, and that is exactly what we were talking about. An important wicket yet again. So they've been starting to lose their wickets very consistently now. MSG 3 wickets down. What an amazing start it was. 30 runs, 29 runs on the board for no loss. And 2 overs and 2 wickets. 2 runs, sorry. Span of 2 runs and 3 wickets. And Rohit, all worth it using his over. The question now is, who's going to take the onus? Who's going to take the in making sure that someone can stabilize and build a partnership here for the batting side? Because they need that above anything else now. Weapon and Jatin, both at the crease, both again very new and fresh, of course. Rohit now in the attack after picking up two brilliant wickets. Oh, that's an opportunity. Wow, that hit up. There was a slight ask there. Hit the pad or the thigh? That's the question. So 4.5 on the scoreboard for this over. Just 2 runs off this over as well. So a very strong end to the power play for the bowling side. They've been conserving the runs since 29 runs from the first 3 point something overs. It's been a little downhill. And now, good defense asking for a quick run. They will get it. The fielder happy to concede that run and not give any extras there. So that is that for 5 overs. 34 for 3 at the end of 5 overs. Ravi back in the attack after a brilliant first over, conceding 2 runs and taking a wicket. Now, off to a bang straight away. They start with a single. So Vipin and Jatin now focusing on rotating strikes because well that is the important job now. You have to make the most of this over, which is the last over of your power play. But more importantly, you can't lose any more wickets. Not one batter is carrying the load for the entire team. That's a swing and a miss. Well, a swing and a miss at that. So, slower ball, just kept low, very low, and that's gone for a dot ball. Jatin now facing Ravi once again. Left-handed approach is very unique for Ravi. You can see the jump that he has, and there's an opportunity. Well, both of them get there safely. There were nervous moments there, but they sneak in another single. Well, that's another good shot towards the edge of the circle and just a single off it. So, singles piling up, but as we come towards the end of the power play, no clear boundaries apart from the slight misfield we saw the ball before. That was an important 4 runs, and that brings them up all the way to 40. They needed that. They needed a little bit of luck to go their way. And now it's in the air. He swung at it. Can someone get underneath it? Oh, he's dropped it. Couldn't catch that. Well, it's running behind. Stopped in the boundary. Was it stopped in time? That's the question they're asking the umpire there. But well, he was running backwards. It was difficult to track that, especially in the floodlights. Tried his best to catch it. Couldn't get on top of it. So that's only going to be 2 runs. So 42 for 3 at the end of the power play. So we'll start once again now. Right-handed bowler this time, fast bowler. Look at that, good length. Now he's found the gap maybe there. The fielder's gonna cover that one. Good cover there. Made sure it's only a single. Very good fielding. Could have been 4 very easily. Oh, that's a cut. Well, that was a call and a half, and well, covered at the back, so they didn't concede a boundary. But that was cheeky. That could have easily got him his wicket there, cost him his wicket rather. So it's close moments. There's some risk-taking that's happening from the MSG team. Weapon now up to 10, Jatin up to 5. So they're slowly and steadily building a partnership here. 45 on the board already. This time swings at it, doesn't get anything on it. Wide is the call because it was off the line as well. Now once again, Navdeep this time in the attack. Placed slightly, just punched towards the offside there. .47 for 3 now. So 3 runs short of the half century coming up for the team. Maybe a wide. Yes, wide is the indication. 48. So 6 runs already, 7 runs. Six runs from this over. Follows up with a good dot ball. So, 1 ball to go off his first over of this spell for Navdeep. Good bowling so far. A few singles, nothing more than that. No 6s, no 4s, no 2s even. How can he finish his first over? That's the question. Is Jatin going to go for something big? Just gets a slight edge. The non-striker says no, and that's going to be that. So, 6 runs to end this over. 48 for 3 at the end of 7 overs. So 48 for 3. Oh, that's a good ball. Well, that sneaks through. That sneaks underneath everyone, and that's going to be a bye for 4. So sometimes luck favors you in ways like these. You can see once again. And that sneaks through, and that's going to be 4 extra runs. So the 50 comes up now. 52 on the board for MSG. Not a bad run rate. You can see 7.26. It's a good run rate, and especially amongst these middle overs. They can obviously always accelerate towards the end. So they're looking to reach around 140, 150, 160. These kind of numbers at this rate. And that's going to be a very good score. Anything above 140 is a comfortable score. Is a very well playing defending score in the pitches that we have here. Ravi in the attack now. A little bit upset because of the extra, I'm sure. But now, two fielders there converging towards the leg side. And they limit it to a few single. Once again now. It's in the air now. Going to the other side. Just a single. So you can see the 4 by that they conceded early. And then after that, just a few singles. So with that, the 8th over comes to an end. 7 of it brings it up to 55 for 3. Lifted in the air now, falls in the middle, no man land. Towards mid-off, and that's sent back for another single. $60 for 3 now. So after the 3 wickets, 3 really quick wickets, you can see there's been a good development in the partnership. 16 and 14 respectively. Oh, there was a shout there to catch it probably. Well, so as we were saying, 61 for 3 now. But overall, good batting by MSG. They're racking up the score quickly, and they seem to be positive overall. Oh, that was close. That was lucky. No run there. There's a fielder there. Fielder in the slip there, making sure that there was no runs there at all. That's important. You need to be quick on your feet and you need to be aware in the field. Stick true to the field placements as well, because at times fielding is extremely critical for deciding the outcome of matches. Now, so now we have a new approach, spin bowler in the attack. You can see the wicketkeeper getting closer to the stumps now, towards the leg. Just clipped it slightly. Keeper has that covered. So 62 for 3 now on the score. Good start to the spin ball approach here. Now let's see how the pitch holds up. And he swung at that, and that might travel all the way, but it goes to the man at the boundary there, and they're happy because they've got a crucial wicket now. They've disturbed the partnership once again. The batter swinging at that, trying to get a six, but it does not fly all the way. You can see the replay here. He hit it well, but not enough power to carry it across the boundary line, and that is celebrations for the bowling side because they finally get their breakthrough after what seemed like an eternity after the third wicket. So now the fourth wicket has fallen. It's 62 for 4. We lost to Whippen, 14 runs in 16 balls. We have Jatin, 10 from 16, still at the crease. So new batter now taking the crease yet again. So quick break now, a quick drinks break as we near the 10th over. And after that, we're about to start. So new batter at the crease, along with Jatin, of course. And the bowling side feeling a little steadier, a little better now as we come to the 10th over. It's 62 for 4, almost at the end of the 10th over. So now back in attack. Spin ball approach and, well, looks wide this time. Wide is the signal. Just defended. So wide, a leg by and a wicket with a few dots. Last ball to go. Just 2 runs off this over. Been a very, very good over for the bowler here. Defense once again just keeps it steady, and that's going to be the end of that for Kedar for the end of the over. 63 for 4 at the halfway mark of 10 overs. So now we change the ends. The bowler from the other side, the batters on the other side of the ends. Of course, at the 10th over mark, Jatin, now the man on strike, facing Navdeep. Navdeep in the attack now. Fast ball approach here. Navdeep towards the off, and that's a cutter, and that goes in the hands of the wicket keeper. He'll be happy to collect that. That's a very good ball. Navdeep yet again now in the attack. Defended, it's lofted. There's an opportunity there. Fielder there, just keeping it at a single. There's a good cover there as well. Well, all the way running from point to extra cover, making sure that it was just a single. Half a chance for a catch there, but didn't travel. It did not travel there in the end. Now, of course, you can see there is fielder at deep extra cover as well. And a fielder at long off. Slough placement, quick single is the ask. Into the hands of the wicket keeper, and they are safe. Another cutter now, another towards the offside. Slower one this time. Goes in the hands of the wicket keeper. So that's another dot ball. 2 runs of this over. Couple of dot balls as well. Very, very good spell forming there for Navdeep. You can see his third over. He's not taken a wicket yet, but he's just given 13 runs in almost 3 overs, which is amazing considering the match at hand that we have. Well, this time hit down the line. That's going to be a single. So that's the end of his third over. Just 14 runs conceded by Navdeep. 66 for 4 at the end of 11 overs. So now, what is the target going to be mentally for MSG? That is the question. I think they can look at 130, 140 if they have someone who can accelerate at the right times, take the opportunities, the half chances in the attack. Otherwise, they'll get closer to 100, 110. Manohar now, that's a good ball. What a good ball. He's bamboozled the batter there. You can see he's completely restricted to the back foot. Just waiting for the ball spin to be able to understand where it's going to go. But he's just trapping him in his crease. Once, twice. Is it going to be third time lucky? Is Manohar going to get a wicket now? You can see the quality of his spin is always up for display. Look at that once again. Waited right till the end. Played it late. A single is the ask. And gets there just in time actually. Takes a single. So dot, dot and single. Good start to Manohar's over. His first over of his spell today. Manohar once again with the fancy hat. Trying to sweep there. And he's got him. He's got his man there. Well, he went for the cheeky shot, went for the glamorous shot, and it just edged it from the bat into the cup, into the hands of the man and slipped there. And well, look at that. Straight there. Takes that catch. No mistakes. And that's another wicket. Another wicket lost. "67 for 5 now. They've lost another wicket. Jatin still at the crease. Well, so that's it for Manohar's first over. Just a single run of it and a wicket as well. What a crucial over that is. 67 for 5 at the end of 12 overs. So, well, that's a maximum. That is exactly what. So now they're going for the big ones, very, very evidently. You can see 83 up already. So a couple of large ones loading. They're taking those risks there and they're hitting a big six to Manohar. conceded. Manohar now maybe try to change something different. That's down the line now. Where will it go? Fielder there gets there in time, and that's single. But you can see the intent there from the MSG team. Rahul 7 of 5, Jatin 22 of 27. He's accelerated a little bit, and that is paying some dividends. So 84 up already. Possibly targeting 100 by the end of the 15th over. 11 balls left. Hits it now again towards mid-wicket. Fielder coming all the way. You can see there, placed at long off, of course, coming in to save a single. So Manohar now again, 2 balls left, a couple of singles back to back. But before that, a big 6 we saw the first ball. And now he striked it there. There is a fielder at deep point. That's going to be another single. So continuous runs from this over. The runs are not stopping. And the strike is constantly being exchanged, which is a very, very important thing when you're making a high score, a high total. You want the pressure to build on the bowler, on the fielders by constantly rotating strike rather than staying at the crease for too long. Left-hander now. Rahul. Is he going to go for the big one? Yes, he has, and he's going to go all the way this time. Hits the chair there, but crosses the boundary. That's another 6. So 2 6s to Manohar, and runs as well. Runs galore for MSG. Look at that, in the slot. Swung it perfectly. Hit it very, very well. And that's a very good 6. So now things are heating up. It's 93 at the end of the 14th over. 7 runs to go for the elusive 100, and then another 5 overs after this one. So 14 overs up, 1 over to the 15th, then 5 more overs, 6 overs total, 93 for 5 for MSG. 2 very, very well playing set batters. Pilot now in the attack, and now he's hit long, and there's a fielder there, I'm sure. Yes, there is, but it's up off the ground, and that's just a single. But you can see the intent from both Rahul and Jatin now. They're going for the big runs. They've been instructed by the team probably to accelerate a little, take a bit more risks, and well, if it comes off, they're going to be 20-30 runs in the plus versus where they would have been, and every run matters when you're in a chase. Every run matters when you're setting up a big total. So for both these teams, one wants to conserve all the runs they can, and the other wants to go for the big ones. Pilot now once again. Oh, that's an opportunity and a half. You can see Very, very good first over. Of course, no denying that. Slight disturbance for the batter there, straight on. Just indicates that. Cuts it now towards the fielder there. That's going to be a single run. The fielder there, the slip fielder, leg slip. So that's 3 runs now on the board in this over. 2 runs, sorry, in this over. 1 wicket taken in this previous over, of course. An important wicket at that. It's 95 for 5, and one would wonder whether Team MSG wants to conserve wickets as well. They can't take it too lightly, because another wicket or two when they have their bowling squad then facing the last 5 overs. Now it's in the air. Well, there's a shout there for the keeper. He's going to grab that one. He drops that. He drops that. That's a lifeline. That's a lifeline given. Well, happy days for the MSG team. That is a lifeline for sure, because that was close to the keeper. But I think a little bit of misjudgment and the movement of the ball in the air makes it difficult under the floodlights, and he's not been able to catch that one. Pilot would be a little aggrieved. I'm sure he wanted that wicket. And now this time he's asking for a LBW. The answer is no. A huge shout, loud shout there. The umpire's not interested. Well, that's going to be that. So 4 runs in total across 2 overs for Pilot. A important wicket as well. And the batting team now inching ever so close to the 100-run mark. "96 runs now on the board already. Just 4 runs shy of the 100 figure. And 5 more overs to go. So 5 crucial overs now for both these teams. What kind of score can we look at? Is it going to be 120-ish, or is it going to be closer to a 140, 150? That's the only question worth asking now. Santosh now in the attack. Wide ball this time. That's a wide. Starts with a wide there. Quick running there and get another single. "98 up now. So wide and a single. 2-run shot. Rahul on strike. Swings it there. The wicketkeeper grabs that one. Couldn't get under control the first time. That's a good dot ball. Good back-to-back bowling now. Rahul and Jatin, maybe, they're considering if they want to stay till the end, if they're going to try and stay till the end, rather, take this innings to its completion together as a partnership. But I think if they plan to do that, they might end up taking lesser risks, and that might not be the best. Now, play towards the fielder there. Short third man coming in. Up in the air now, all the way towards long on. That is fielder making sure that it's just a single safe throw back to the bowler there. $100 comes up now for MSG. A little appreciation from the pavilion as well. 100 up, and now what are we going to see next? Immediately, well, that was a semi-helicopter shot, I think. He's a little upset with himself. I think he wanted to pull it off. And that is it. So the 16th over is now up, and that's 101 for 5. So, 2 overs done for Santosh. Now, who they're going to get? That is the question. They've already chosen on their choice of bowler now. Little adjustment in the field. Just making sure they have the field set right according to their positioning and choice when facing the left-handed batsman here, of course. Pilot now for this third over. In the attack. Good ball there. Very good ball. But wide is the call. Slightly wide. But not a bad ball overall. And well, with that, they've lost an important player. Of course, Rahul is dismissed. Wicket there. See the replay here. Look at that. Steps out and stumped well by the wicketkeeper. He grabs that, and Rahul, well, he tried to go for the big ones. He's put up a very good score, in fact. But we've lost his wicket. The partnership broken at last. Anil, the new batter, on strike now, just taking his guard, taking his position. And he knows his job now. Probably going to let Jatin anchor the innings a little bit, and Anil himself, I think he should try and go for the big ones. Will he? That's the question. I think that might be the instruction he's gotten from the team as well. Oh, that was coming in. Well, that was a googly, difficult to read. Good ball by Pilot. Once again, this time hit well. Oh, there's no fielder there. Oh, well. Deep square leg. There's no fielder. That gets them a 4. Look at that. Not sure he wanted to hit exactly that shot, but deep square leg. It rolls away for 4 runs. Now Pilot once again for his third over. 5th ball of his over. Good defense now. Single is the ask, and they're going to get that single. So the runs still steadily flowing for MSG. Good 4 by Anil to just make sure he relieves some pressure early on. And that brings Jatin on strike for the final ball of the over. Jatin now in the air. Now where will it travel? Into the hands of the fielder. So they've lost another big man there. That is a big wicket. 2 big wickets in this over. He's taken Rahul. He's taken Jatin. And well, this is the definition of clutch. This is the definition of match-changing moments. And Pilot here has provided just that. Two men set on the crease, going for the big ones. 2 important wickets, and it's 107 for 7 now. Raj comes in along with Anil, and suddenly it looks a little dangerous for MSG once again. 3 overs to go. That was the end of the over for Pilot as well. Great bowling, great spell so far. 1 more over to go for him, don't forget that. It's 107 for 7. That's a call there. Well, takes it on his thigh and just walks off. Maybe a little bit of pain there, but good bowling from Santosh. That's it towards long off there. Long on, sorry. 107 still. Get a single there. So now, well, 2 new batters once again. This has happened for the 3rd time now in this innings for MSG. Risen above from the worry stations and gotten their runs in. Can they do that once again? Can they cross the 140 barrier? And well, just as we say that, well, there's another man gone. There's another man lost. And just as we say that, the commentators curse strikes, as they say. It's 108 for 8. So you can see quick fall of wickets, 108 the score so far. 3 quick wickets over the last over and a half. Suddenly, the 140, 150s are looking closer to 120 now. So 2 new batters at the crease. Santosh in the attack now. Right arm, good ball. Good Yorker there. Single is the ask, and he gets there in time. So, good bowling overall. Nervy moment for the batters. Taking quick singles for now, just keeping the runs flowing, keeping the strike rotating between them. Again, this time close call once again. So you can see Anil facing slight difficulty here to play the balls carefully, and that brings us to the 18th over, 109 for 8, 12 balls to go. 12 more balls for Team MSG to score as much as they can. Santosh once again. So now Pilot, of course, not Santosh, Pilot for his fourth over. 11 runs conceded so far, 3 wickets. Very, very good over just before this. Got crucial wickets, got the set batters out. And now he's about to complete a spell. Is he going to get a 4 or a 5? Now it's in the air. That's hit beautifully. That's going to go long and all out of the park into the building next door. And that is a 6. You can see once again, brilliantly hit. Used all his might there and says, hey, I can score as well. Goes for a maximum there. The bird's escaping the ball there. So, funny moment. But now, we need someone to retrieve that ball. So now we've got the ball back in play. And well, so that was a good 6. It takes them to 116. Can he find a few more boundaries? That would completely change the complexion of this total here. Try to do that once again. This time it looks short. Is there a fielder underneath? Yes, he grabs that. And well, this time, not as lucky as the first time. Played it short, played it a little quickly, and that's another wicket. You can see that in the air, the fielder coming in close there towards square leg. Grabbing that, making sure no mistakes, takes a catch. And we reach to 116 for 9. Pilot now in the attack once again. Trying to swing, and that might go run all the way behind to 4 runs. Well, they'll take that. They're going to take that happily there. You can see that slightly just clipped on it and goes all the way to the 4 runs boundary behind. Happy to claim that, I'm sure. So, a 6 and a 4 and a wicket. It's been an eventful over here. This time in the air, nobody there to catch that. No fielder there, just gonna roll slowly, but still. No one at mid on, nobody at mid wicket. Just a single. Been a good over still. It's 12 runs conceded, 12 runs scored in this over for MSG, which is good considering the death overs. It's 121 now. I think they're still 20 to 30 runs short, especially from what is usually par here. But we'll see. We'll see how the second innings phases out. But for now, 7 balls to go. And well, there it is. There it is. 7 balls, no more. That is that. So it's 121 all out. Gets a very, very good wicket. So 4 wickets now for Pilot. Look at that. Straight stumps. Brilliantly bowled. Right on the money there. And this man has been a game changer tonight. 4 wickets for him. 5 wickets for him actually. 22 in runs given in 4 overs and takes a fifer. Well, that is how you bowl and that's how you claim half the team. So that's it. 121 runs scored by MSG. 122 the target. And we're going to be back very soon for the chase. So we're getting underway now. Quickly, we're about to start. The chase has begun. And immediately off the first ball, almost a four there. Saved by his leg there. And well, there was slight confusion. Almost a wicket. They thought it was a boundary. And they were just, I think there was slight confusion whether it was a boundary or not.
There was no boundary in the line. It was a dot ball in the next ball. Ooh, it's a swing and an RMS. Good shot in the long off.
So, final ball of the over for Parag. Facing off for Rohit, of course. Rohit starts the batting here. He started the bowling as well. So, assuming responsibilities on both ends. And that is the end of the over. So, dot ball to end the over. 3 runs off the first over. Slight confusion on the first ball about the boundary. But well, it was saved. And that lets them only have 3 runs. So, So Raj is given the responsibility of the second over now. Gonna see his approach. Getting the fielders a little in, of course, is the power play. But a little bit of bounce there. Slightly miss. You could see the bounce there. Good ball. That's a dot ball to start. Well, easy to clip that one. Just over the wicketkeeper and goes for a 4. But not the easiest shot to execute. Fielder at deep extra cover and at square leg as well. Swinging once again, this time failed to find the right rhythm there. A little disappointed, Deepak, maybe. I think he's got a good swing in him, just not timing the shot correctly. But you can see the intent. They want to go big. They're going to want to go large. They want to take those risks. They want to make the most of the power play, which they should, because it's not the biggest total that they have to chase, but they need a good start and not the start that they're having so far. This is 3 very good executed balls by Raj. 3 dot balls in a power play. All 3 attempted swingers. Deepak on strike now. This time he connects, and this time it goes long, and that is what he was threatening to do. That is exactly what he was threatening to do, and he gets that big 6, and it goes out of the park. So dot, 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 and a 6. Swings once again, and this time another big 6. Well, you can see what he was trying to do in the first few balls. He knows his power. He knows his swing. He was going for the big ones. Well, better late than never, right? Because 12 runs already in this over, just the last 2 balls. 1 more ball to go, and I'm sure he wants another big one. Is he going to get that? 12 already in this over. 15 runs up. And this time, wide is the call. That's going to be a wide ball. So an extra, racking up the runs in this over. Raj suddenly looks a little flustered after those 2 pick 6s. Raj in the attack now. Could be another wide, and wide is a signal from the umpire. So you can see what he's trying to do. He's going for the wide full ball close to the off, because he does not want the big swing coming in towards the leg side, which is going to be another 6. This time it's in the air, and there's no fielder there, and it's going to clear the runs. It's going to clear the rope as well. So that's a 6. So 6, 6, 6, and 2 wides. 20 runs from that over. That's a big one. And that adds up in this power play. 23 runs already on the board. 21 of 11 for Deepak. So now once again, third over brought into effect. That's hit in the gap now. It's going to be another 4. So boundary once again. Spinner brought in the attack there. But it's still going to be a boundary. You can see that going all the way, finding the gap there. And once again now, going for the big one. He's getting another 6. So using the most of these spinners and the power play. The fielder there in the deep, well, adds no value when it's clearing the fence, does it? That's a 4 and a 6. Rohit really taking charge as well. He wants to contribute to the score. Good placement there. Just a single. Hitting the gap once again. Now they have started finding their feet here. And you can see Deepak and Rohit want to go huge in this power play, and they are already doing that. You remember the first 3 overs for the fielding side as well. They got 29 before they started losing their wickets. So they got a good start in the power play as well. Not as good as this because it's 38 in just 2.4. And if this keeps up, well, it's going to be over in 10 overs. I'm sure there's going to be some solution, something that the team in yellow are looking to find, and they might. Some bowler that might have a breakthrough. Now it's hit in the air. Going along the ground. There's a fielder there at long on, and that will be restricted to a single. Kedar now final ball of his over. Defended, just taking it easy. 16 of the over. It's 39 for no loss at the end of 3 overs. So Rahul is the new bowler in the attack now. Opting to go for spin once again. So interesting choice. .39 on the board. Good shot now, finds the gap there, and that gets them a 4 as well. So, runs racking up once again. Each over has had a few boundaries, and they're finding the gap very nicely there. Boundaries are short, of course, we admit they're shorter here. Easier to get those runs in, but you have to play those shots. You have to take those risks, and you have to get those runs in. This is something that JVR are doing brilliantly so far. Deepak now 30 from 14. Amazing strike rate. He's on fire. And well, this time, just plays it cool. Defense there. Quick running once again, sneaking the single. .44 comes up, very close to getting to the 50 mark. Four balls up, a 4 in this over and a single, a couple of dot balls as well. So not bad bowling overall, especially considering the power play. 4th over of the power play, of course. But there are 2 more to go. And this time, he gets his man. Well, there it is. So Rohit has been dismissed at 11 for 5 balls. Very, very good ball. Just sneaked in between the gap there. Gets his man bowled out. That was the breakthrough they needed. That is what we were talking about. Moments like these can at times shape or change the game. And that is what they have just done. .48 comes up. Very well played for there. This time chose to leave that one, taking the safer route. And there, that's an appeal. Will the finger go up? Well, the finger does not go up. That's a big ask. That would look close. But, well, the umpire has the final call. And Deepak scot-free there. 48 on the scorecard. I'll look at the non-striker's end. And this time, well, he gets his man. So there it is. Get the danger man out. That was the message. And they've done exactly that. Both of the openers now have been lost. So very similar to how MSG's innings shaped up as well. And here he goes for the big swing. The ball stays low. And he's lost his wicket. And that is a crucial wicket that they've just taken. So now, 2 wickets down. 48 for 2 in the power play. Very similar. So now we have Navdeep and Alok, both new batters at the crease. 0 from 0, 0 from 0. We saw the exact situation in the earlier innings as well. That's what we're talking about. So very identical, both of these teams in the power play so far. A little bit ahead on the run rate counter for sure, JVR, but lost two crucial wickets, lost them in the middle of the power play, two new batters at the crease. Well, now, what are they going to do? Good defense now, just starts it simple, puts it towards mid wicket, that's going to be a single. 5 runs of the over so far, another ball to go. So good recovery bowling over the last 2 overs for the bowling side. Not conceded as much as the first three. That's what we're speaking. The first 3 overs were heavy, and that's going to be it for this over as well. So 5 overs done, 49 for 2 is the score. So Rahul has been given the responsibility for the last over of the power play. And well, that's an opportunity. That's a quick sweep. Well, goes all the way for a four. That was a cheeky shot there. Very, very courageous shot by Navdeep. Look at that. He was prepared. Reverse sweep. Lofts it over. Well, the fielder there in place just for that. And well, the slip there, not enough. Rahul now once again. This time it's in the air, but it's going to roll once again for a four. Good cut there. Find the gap there with a brilliant cut. No third man there, so that's going to go for 4 more. Look at that. Just clips it slightly in the gap. No third man in the deep. 4 runs. Navdeep now defending. Push slightly towards cover. But very, very well played so far. 2 fours, very crucial fours. 57 runs on the board. 3 balls left. This time bounce off the pad though. Tried to sweep it. Went for the reverse sweep earlier. This time just tried to sweep it towards square leg probably. Or maybe a little finer as well. Couldn't pull that off. Not the easiest shot to execute. Last 2 balls of the power play. This time just hits it nicely well, and there's going to be a fielder there. Single. Good fielding there at deep mid wicket. Final ball of the power play ends with a dot ball. So that's going to be it. 2 overs done for Rahul. 6 overs done. That's the end of the power play. 58 for 2. So now Kedar is brought back in the attack as we resume for the first time since the power play. Fielder there at square leg, deep square leg rather. This time played short, good shot, single is the call. Get a single from long on. Good shot. Try to save it at the boundary there. That rolls away for a four. Well, that was hit. Well, that was hit with venom. It was difficult to stop. That's got him another 4 runs. So now Kedar, is he going to change something up? Good sweep there. And can't get there in time. The fielder, deep square leg, can't get there. That's going to be another four. So now going after the spin bowlers here, targeting them well, hitting them hard. And well, that's getting them those boundaries. So they're ahead of the chase now. Averaging run rate of 10 runs. 10.2 is the run rate currently. 10 of the over already. Kedar looking to change something. Slow one. And that's going to be, well, caught. That's caught at the boundary. Well, that was a brilliant catch. And that could be a match-turning catch. That was hit hard. That looked like a six. And that's caught very well at the boundary. See that once again. Caught very, very well there. So that, well, that is another dismissal. So 3 wickets down now. They've lost Navdeep as well. Played well. And I don't think he expected that catch. That shot to be caught rather. You can see that. Sliced it hard. Square cut. And caught very well with hardly any margin for error. That dismisses Navdeep. Well, it's 68 for 3 now. 10 runs in this over, but a very crucial wicket. So Kalpesh is the new batter at the crease now, left-hander. He's going to be facing Kedar for the last ball of his over, third over this one. Another one in his spell if he wants. And wide is the call. It's going to be a wide ball. Single is the call. Get that quick single. So it's 69-70 for 3 at the end of 7 overs. Continuing on the run rate of 10 per over. 7 overs done. 70 for 3. Hit once again now. Good shot towards long off. Two fielders converging and then restricted for a single. Rajiv now, of course, starting his spell. First over for him. Spin approach for him. Right-handed spin bowler. Playing on the back foot now. Good defense there from Alok. Alok and Kalpesh both new at the crease, so I'm sure they want to establish some form of partnership. Once again, we spoke about this before in the previous innings as well as this one when we had a few dismissals. The run rate, well, is very much in their hands. They've made the most of the power play and the overs after that. But they have to make sure they won't have quick wickets falling through just because they're chasing. Now from the other side. Again towards long off and another single. Well, that's it well, and that's it all the way for 4 runs. So, few singles, a dot ball and a 4, still keeping up. 7 runs. At the end of 8 overs, it's 77 for 3. Good shot once again and good fielding there. Rahul, of course, in the bowling attack now, facing Alok and Kalpesh. Alok now facing off. So a lot of spin bowlers lined up in this phase of the middle overs, of course. And as long as they get the right grip and the right spin, they can control the chase. That's what they want, and maybe sneak a wicket here or there. A couple of more wickets would, of course, make it in their favor. This time just saying his crease, just defending his line there, Alok, and the spin, well, got him a little off guard. That's a good dot ball. Well, that's a call there. Call for run out, and have they got their man? Looks like they have. Well, he's walking off as well. That seems to be a run out, and suddenly another wicket gone. Look at that. Played it, tried to sneak a quick run, but a good throw, a fast throw there. And well, a direct hit at that. Very well thrown, very well fielded there. That's got them another wicket. Alok now still there with Kamlesh. Rahul getting a run out wicket, but a wicket nevertheless. Four balls done for Rahul. Now in the attack, again on the back foot, just taking it easy, not taking the same risk this time for another quick run. And try to defend once again, the spin getting the better of him, but that'll be another dot ball, and that's going to be the end of 9 overs, 78 for 4. Rajiv is going to be back at the bowling end now. Had a good first over, 7 runs off it. Good control of the spin as well, right-handed spinner. Lofted this time, hit at the full toss. And that's going to clear the fans there. Made the most of the full toss and got 4 runs. Another flighted opportunity. This time it's down the line towards long off. Stopped at that. And well, that's going to be a single. Hit once again. Bowler running there. Single is the call, and they get that single in. So, a couple of singles along with the four. They're keeping the strike rotation up. They're making sure that they don't let the pressure build on just one of the players there. On the back foot, this time hit once again. That's going to run all the way for 4 runs. So 4-1-1 form. Really targeting this over. There's the gap there at deep square leg. Maybe they're going to try and cover that off this time. But 34 needed now. 88 already up. Just 34 more runs needed from 10.2 overs. They're getting ever so closer, especially after that brilliantly executed power play. Now it's at top. It's all the way for a 6. That is a maximum. And that is what you want to see in games like these, the big sixes. That is going to take them all the way to 94. "23 runs given in the spell so far. 2 runs again towards long off. That time a single. So single to end the over. 24 runs across 2 overs. 95 for 4 at the halfway mark of 10 overs. Well, just 27 more needed in 10 more overs. You can say this is almost in the bag for the batting team, but it's not over till it's over. Don't go anywhere. So we get underway for the second phase of this innings. The chase is on, of course. 27 runs needed from just 9.5 overs. Kamlesh a little bit settled on the crease now. And Rahul for his fourth over. Just 15 runs given in the first 3 overs for him. So they needed someone to come and take charge. He's gone big. He's gone large. Where will it go? Where will it land? And that clears the fence once again. That gets them another maximum. Well, that was a big one. This time, playing it soft, and that might run all the way behind for 4 runs. Will it? Yes, it clears the boundary. So that's going to be 4 more runs now. You can see it's running all the way behind for a quick 4. And that is sometimes just luck going your way. And, well, again clips it. Fielder there, getting there in time now. 17 runs, 16 runs needed actually. Just, well, they're very close to the mark now, aren't they? This time, another cut attempted, but just a dot ball. Couldn't get the right angle in time. So, 16 runs needed. A lot of balls in hand. Oh, that was close. That could have been a wicket, all right. That was close. Well, you could see he went for that cut. You could see what he's attempting there. But that's the end of the over. Rahul's over. 26 conceded in 4. With the economy that others have gone for, Rahul has had a very good spell. Just 26 conceded, taken a wicket as well. It's 106 for 4 at the end of 11 overs. So now, once again, this time, Parag coming in for his second over. Defended. That is going to be that. Kamlesh, 27 from 9. Outstanding performances. 27 from 10 now. On a strike rate of 270. Alok, 7 from 15, anchoring his wicket a little. Kamlesh finding the gap there, and that gets them another 4 now. Well, they're going after it very quickly. You can see quick 4 there. And that is going to take the chase down to 12 runs now. So Kamlesh getting confident and finding those shots, finding gaps there. Just 12 runs needed now. Once again, he's hit down the ground. Who gets there? The fielder gets there. He's going to stop it at a single. This time, trying to cut it. 11 runs needed. Countless number of balls in hand. 50 balls in hand. 11 runs needed. That's up, that's up, that's up. And that's going to clear the fence now. 6 is the signal. Well, another maximum, and that is a huge 6. Well, you can see all the way, clears the boundary, clears the fence there, gets them the pick 6. So now 5 needed. Just 5 more runs needed. Are they going to go for another maximum? Is that going to be the end? This time, looking to clear the fence, and he does that. He gets another 6, and that is that. They have chased it down. They have done it, and what brilliant piece of batting we've seen across here. Completely well played. Look at that. Just hit it very quickly. Just square shot. And that gets them a brilliant victory for Jivraj. Won by 6 wickets. Brilliantly played by Jivraj 9. And congratulations to them. Hard luck for the team in yellow, but well deserved. Jivraj chased 123 down in 12 overs. And well, they are the deserved victors. That is that for tonight's live coverage. Thank you for joining us. Hope you had a good time. Hope you enjoyed some good cricket here. And well, this is us signing out. Thank you.